What's good? It's your boy Robocoin here. Alright, so y'all remember that LGGD collab that me and Heshi took over? My definition is stolen, but yeah. Today's video is just gonna be like a progress check on the collab as a whole, like all the parts. Me and Heshi are currently polishing all the parts since they're like years old, so they can age well again, I guess. I'll just show all the parts in chronological order, and I'll just analyze them, whether they're polished or not.
Watch this.
This is Heshi's third part in the level, which is now part 1. But it's all good because Heshi quickly came in and replaced this part. I forgot to ask if he's going to make changes to this part, but he's currently making changes to his other parts. But I'm gonna just play it and show you what we got so far. What you may not notice is Heshi also like replaced the old gameplay since it was supposedly buggy. He made it work though, don't worry. I suppose this leans more into Heshi's Russia glow that he's been getting into recently. I thought it looked okay for the start, but I know Heshi wants to do better than this, I guess. I have no idea what he's going to change to this part, so I'm just going to label this as like unpolished for now. This is the object counter for the part. Okay, never mind. I just realized he built this alongside his second part in the level. If I had to guess, this is somewhere around 4K objects. And since the layout by itself is around 2,300 objects, you just do a little bit of subtraction and boom, that's the object count for this part. I'm gonna do it every time. Easy math. You get this many objects, which I will not say out loud because I don't know. I'll just calculate it once I'm editing. And now we move on to the second part of the level, SMB-this part. I'm gonna show you his old part first. Definitely the part that shows the most age. These details are not things that I would use, especially in the background ear deco. It's glow, but not really that bright, so it just kind of like, I barely notice it at all type of thing. Like whatever you like from this part, it is pretty old. Oh wait, I forgot to play the old part, hold on. Those particles take up most of the objects. And here we have the new part. Me and Heshi had to rework a lot of stuff. It started with me just like replacing a lot of the old details like the saws, spikes, air deco all around and stuff. And also optimizing it a lot. And then I passed it to Heshi, who put in some like better details for like screen glow, made it look a lot cleaner, and reworked the glow and the pulses. So yeah, that's why you can actually feel something in the part now. And we kept the object count down a lot. Yeah, this is the final result. This is pretty much a W. There's also a gradient trigger, so that's why you'll see these, which I thought looked cool as Heshi showed progress on them. I like how he was able to keep the colors within them like monochromatic for the most part, so it just like fit, I guess, with the color scheme for this part, where the whole pre-job is supposed to just be gray, and this leans right into it. This is what it looks like.
Oh my god, he on X Games mode.
Now we are on to part 3, which is my third part in the level.
Now remember, Luigi, all toast is toast.
This is a truly satisfying upgrade that I did for myself. First off, sit up here. Made her shoulder and her face right here like a little bit smaller. So yeah, this object and this object, yeah, I made them smaller. Now it looks exactly identical to the reference I used.
Got a spot on this record just like me though. Only thing I got, I'm a registered sex offender.
Now what I want to know is, who's setting you up? I will hang you from my ceiling fan. What's up? What happened?
Next up, we obviously got these rhombus patterns that are used in the background here. These move up and down and slowly to the right. I just needed some movement for the background. I saw it in Belladonna and I figured I like it, but the pulses here aren't really that special, so it might not fit, but I like it. Another thing you might notice is these glow lines that I have like move out as an effect. I placed these all over the part. I really like those. The last thing I placed pretty much is this ground spike decoration, which is basically these lines. It's with the rhombuses that I put in the background for some reason. Oh yeah, I also made way more of my block designs move in this part. It used to be pretty static when these 1x1 Lego blocks were the only thing moving throughout this part, but now a lot of things move throughout this part, as long as they don't fall within these glass objects I made right here. Otherwise, if they moved, it would ruin the effect. I don't know, there might be some very unnoticeable visual issues. I don't really care, but here's what the part looks like now. Optimize this. Now we move on to the fourth part in the level. Another new creator, but friend of mine. We got Archive with a 4 at the start of his name. Another part in the level which definitely shows its age, but sort of unique details, I guess. I don't know friends around me who make this type of structuring all the time. Oh yeah, Archive with a 4 and dash. I can't remember if that's SMB dash or not. I'll look that up later and edit it into here. To me, this kind of looks like a whirlwind of dust, pretty much. I honestly don't know how to describe the rest of the details in this part, but he cooked. This looks pretty good. And also, Heshi is currently polishing this part. It probably does need to be optimized since this is the only part in this copy with this many objects. I mean, there's a lot of rotating squares, but they don't like move like from this place right here where they rotate. So I think we'll be fine in terms of if this part lags or not. It probably won't, but we'll see. Anyways, here's what it looks like so far. That was pretty bad, but I'll take it. Next up, the fifth part in the level, which is technically my second part in the level. The one part that I was polishing even before I knew that this collab would be revived. No other way to describe it other than a joke. The iconic breakfast bot.
You were a good friend, breakfast bot. I mean, Dennis.
Chances are I get copyrighted for this clip, but it's under 3 seconds, so we'll see. But if anyone working at Nickelodeon is watching this, please don't copyright this. I just like this clip.
I'm a registered sex offender.
I hope that kid fucking died.
I mean, Dennis. Looking through these details, it could be improved a lot, but for my style, it works out a lot. Demonless Factories Incorporated, because I thought this was going to be a less demon. This is basically the build-up part for the drop. It turns from gray to slightly red, pulls down, and then breakfast bot explodes. Check this shit out. Optimized. That's just funny to me. But for now, I'm gonna just delete this part anyways. Next part, MSM 12. I'll explain what I did after. I'm gonna just play this first to show you. Intensity, good blues. I even like how the colors fade in as you're basically passing them and then they fade out again. Definitely very impactful. Go show all the creators some support in this collab, especially MSM12 here, he cooked. Basically all I did was like optimize it. I think basically all I did was optimize it down a couple hundred objects, mostly in its screen glows because everything else was as optimized as it can be. Pretty much glad I was able to quickly explain through that.
I don't know what to tell y'all, bro. I'm simply just better than y'all and I'm simply just more known than you. Get off my dick.
Now we move on to Heshi's first ever part in the level. Another part in the level that shows its age. I think this joke has gotten me cancelled. If it holds up, we'll see. Basically all Heshi did right now is some edit colors right here, some zoom effects. And what I did was optimize it down from 10K to this. I think I did a pretty good job. Anyways, let me just play it. This is also the part that Heshi is currently upgrading. This part also kind of leans into his current style. I pretty much like the style of this overall. Classic glow design, but more up to date for Heshi. Now, second to last part of the level, Danon's part, which is like arguably the second best part of the level. I guess I'm gonna describe it the same way as MSM12's part, basically. It is glow design entirely, but it has some pretty cool art elements like the sun, the backgrounds that pulse, and the sun symbol that like pulse, that flashes on the screen, and just all the other details. I really like it. It's like a much cleaner VIT-12 pretty much. That's probably a very debatable topic. Anyways, this part is definitely the most object heavy, which was a problem, but so far I was able to bring it down 2k objects. It was at 15k, by the way. I brought it down to this much. Safe to say a lot of stuff in this part will have to be on LDM, but it's all good. Anyways, this is me playing through the part. Now we can finally close off this video with the main attraction, aka the only reason I actually am making this video so quickly. My new part in the level. I think all it took was a few weeks and on and off building. Probably a lot more than that, I feel I can remember, but I got this part finished based off how I'm starting to build now with Cyberpunk and my new part in Eternal by Hashi. I'm starting to improve. I want to improve in my structuring, definitely. Get a better feel for like the designs I want to put in the block designs. I'll figure it out as we go. But this part takes like inspiration from Viper Arcturus with the structuring. This block right here where it's just very weirdly structured, inspired by Viper Arcturus, specifically his part in Mana, and basically all of his glow design parts. Also inspired by Gamer Night 750 for some of these detail ideas that I've decided to put in there, like for this slope object, like putting a spike in the middle of it. Genius. Either that or I'm just stupid, but we don't talk about that in this episode. Anyways, next up, Collado per usual for these kind of block pulses as you get like closer into the level. I really like these. I also like how I decided to keep the mountainous realistic background to make it fit with Dandon's part, and it worked pretty well. Arguably better background than my first ever part in the level, but overall, whole part better than my first part. Let's play it again. I'm so bad at that wave. I died at the robot. Yeah. Oh yeah, and fun fact, for this triple spike right here, it's just gonna be like we're basically gonna have a creator decorate each spike. So far, me, Heshi, and Reimer, but we don't know yet. We don't have an end screen maker yet. We gotta figure all that out. We don't have playtesters or a verifier yet either. We'll figure that out later. We're just honestly trying to get this level finished. I'd say it's honestly going pretty good, steady pace. I'm glad to be back in the game and working on this. I like this level so much. Anyways, thank you so much for watching. Hopefully this video doesn't get taken down, and I'll see you in the next video.